Great win, hard fought, knew it would be. They have a great team. I think that win will prove valuable for us down the road as they move along on their schedule. Just very happy to win. Players really picked us up tonight. I mean, really picked us up tonight.
In what way? You think you had a bad plan?
No, not really. I think their pitcher did a nice job. I thought we did a good job with our plate discipline, though, because the walks and the free bases ended up being the difference in the game and setting up the 4-run inning. And so I thought we were a little slow to start, but did what we needed to do. I mean, still out of the game, and what was it, the 4th or the 5th? I can't remember. I think it was the 5th. Gage was outstanding. I thought Gavin was great. Justin was great. Griffin came in, got 2 punch-outs there, so couldn't be happier with the pitching effort tonight that we got against a really good offensive team. And then I think it was a 0 in the air column again, so really playing clean baseball. And obviously when you get that type of starting pitching, you're going to have a chance to win. And I'm really excited about that.
You've talked about this already a little bit with Hayden, but how confident were you in actually getting him back on this team for this season?
I just, was very aggressive with it, and all I mean by it is like, hey, we got back from Omaha, had a celebration, greatest night of all of our lives in Omaha and in Baton Rouge with all of our fans, and the next morning it was like, hey, dude, there's more on the table for you here. So if you get a great opportunity, go. But if not, you need to be in the lineup every day and be one of the most impact hitters in college baseball, which I believe he will be when all is said and done with this year, and leave as a guy that will be hopefully one of the best players on one of the most successful groups that's played at LSU in a while. And think about what I just said, with all the great players and teams. So leadership part of it, basically like, hey man, this is now your team and your time. Where he was a huge part of that national championship, but that was still probably always other guys' team, if that makes sense. Like this is his deal.
Is he off to the start you envisioned?
Yeah, I think he's done good. He had a little speed bump last weekend and just tried to do too much. And, I was never a guy with that kind of strength or power, so I never tried to swing for the fence. So I don't understand when those guys do that sometimes. So, but I think we got it squared away.
Just how excited are you to see what Gage can do here in a little bit longer outing?
This is great. Yeah. Makes my heart skip. It's what we brought him here for. And it's just taking a little bit to get there.
Coach, I know you already talked about plate discipline, but how important was it for your guys early on to just stay patient and keep working through the game plan?
Well, I thought it was the difference in the game. I thought last night we won the game because of the bottom of our order. Tonight we struggled a little bit there, and hat tip to Herman. I mean, there's some deception element in there. It was because of him. It wasn't because of our hitters. He just made it really tough on us. And we just kind of had to stay with it. I thought as we got to the bottom of the order the second time, the top the third time, we just started laying off pitches we didn't previously. And we knew what he was going to try to do, and he still was able to execute it.
Is part of what Gage makes him? Is part of what makes him so tough to hit is just the movement that he gets with his fastball with Gage.
It's a full complement. I think it's 4 pitches for strikes. It's tempo. It's deception. But yes, I mean, he has great movement. I think about, I remember hearing this as a little kid from, Tom Seaver. It's like pitching is velocity, movement, and location. And he has all of those. So he can throw it wherever he wants. It's got great movement and life, would be the term that is used nowadays. And he can really change speeds, as you saw tonight. Made some great pitches, when he was behind in the count that weren't very hittable, and allowed him to get back in, and then he took it over from there.
I feel like you got little things, as a coach, you're eyeballing a lot of little things that you guys can still maximize.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, I mean, I just, an unpleasable standard, you know what I mean? Yeah. Is probably where that starts, and we're never going to not celebrate winning. Pretty fired up tonight. It's a great win, and like I said, that was all the players tonight, and really proud of them.
For Milam and for Jake Brown to get the playing time that they're getting so
awesome.
Early on in the year.
Gosh, it makes me happy.
How critical is that going to be down the stretch for you guys?
It is critical, and I got a couple other dudes sitting over there that are just as good as them. It's just the makeup of the team is the makeup of the team, and I can't do a whole lot about that. But, Steven, Jake, Ashton Larson we're going to fill one of these guys' spots in the order with Ashton Larson, at some point. next year. Ryan Kucherak, I feel the same way about him. You just have old players that are really good that put you over the top in games like that. And that's just the nature of what we're doing at LSU. But great for those two to get in, and really excited about the freshman class.
So you have Gage and Luke haven't given up a single earned run this season, and we know what Thatcher can do, especially in Omaha.
Yeah.
Was this sort of the path that you envisioned?
Yes, exactly.
3 Friday guys.
It took me 20 years to get here. So.
It's not bad having options. How about Gavin, though? I mean, to come in and just
Awesome.
shut it down.
Yeah, he was huge tonight. We don't win the game without him tonight. And I thought they kind of took the momentum back, obviously, with the homer, and then he snatched it right back. It came all back our way as soon as he took the mound, and that's what he does. I mean, it's just exactly what he does. And, I don't think I don't even know who got the win, but I don't think it was him. And then Laura got the save, but, I mean, he's every bit a part of that win as anybody else that took the field tonight.
I think that you guys have only walked 2 batters in the last 2 games. Like, is that kind of unprecedented for you?
I don't know, but I love it. And sign me up for it.
Do you feel like you guys can win the bullpen matchup against anybody?
Well, that was part of last night. We believed that last night, and I think that we did. Now, they've done a great job recruiting pitching. I mean, those are the same type of guys we're going to see in the SEC. They just do an unbelievable job. Like, if you took their staff, had the right recruiter, and put them in the SEC, they'd be a real problem. They'd be a real problem.
What are your early impressions of Texas State for tomorrow?
They can obviously hit. I mean, that's, I don't know their program super well. I really, like Coach Trout, like what I do know and quickly observe really impresses me. And that's a huge win for their team and their program today. I do remember a couple years ago they beat Stanford. They had Stanford on their heels in the regional final. That's a tough place to win. Trust me, nobody knows that more than me. So just massive respect is all I can say right now.
Coach, how do you kind of pick who you want to bring out of the bullpen? You've got so many guys.
Yeah, I don't got enough time to talk about that. It's a lot of work. And I'm very critical of my decision-making on that. But it sure helps when we've recruited well and we've developed well. And it's not just all velocity or spin rate or any of that type of stuff. We have winners, you know what I mean? And, just think when a couple of those guys get going better, I mean, the options are, really endless. And it's going to be a huge part of if this team reaches its potential or not. If those guys continue to do well, I just try to set them up as best I can.
Is side work more important there? I mean, ever? Because, you can't get them all in there, kind of like your fielders.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, I think Bill might know, but we've pitched 17 or 18 guys this year. And I was thinking about it, all the work we put on the scouting reports and especially in these tournaments where you only play one game. It's like ours has got to be miserable to do, on the pitching staff side of it. So I like contributing to that sort of misery.
With Justin Laura, what do you think he did better tonight and sort of helped him?
Oh, he was great. I wasn't too concerned about it. I thought he had 2 good outings opening weekend. Mm-hmm. And then the third one, I thought maybe just might have hit a little fatigue. Honestly, like last Saturday, he gave up a couple hits. I think he just hit a little fatigue, and I was counting the days, and I felt very good that he hadn't pitched in a week today. That made me feel very good. But I thought just the composure, in this environment, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, he closed out 2 games, I think, in the NCAA tournament last year, and saw why. And we were actually going to make a move in the 9th, and when he went through them in the 8th the way that he did, I'm like, they're just not seeing the ball. They're not picking him up. And then we got 2 quick ones, and pitch hitter hits it off the foul pole, and then, we have the tough play over here because he's induced weak contact. It's like one guy got 1 swing, but other than that, he was lights out tonight.
And with Javen warming up in the bullpen, can he be a bullpen option for you guys again? Or?
I need to talk to him. I don't know. I liked him tonight. He was in the next hitter if the game continued. We needed a different look. Thought Justin emptied the tank, and it's a good team. There's no way I was going to leave a bullet unfired, and so. But now we'll see where he's at. If he can't pitch tomorrow, then we'll bring him to Wednesday. So.
Some fans